Clearview Media Sports. We're here with freshman wide receiver, IMG Academy, Winston Watkins. Winston, how you doing?
Great.
Good, man. Good. So, first year on the team, right? Freshman. How things working out so far?
Pretty good. Receiver core looking great. Practice has been pretty good. We rotate a lot. Got a lot of stars, so we're all trying to get showcased.
Okay. You were talking about your transition as far as going from 8th grade to playing high school football. You said you were kind of nervous at first, or you thought it was going to be a big adjustment going from 8th grade to high school? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, when I played Little League, that was super easy. So I already knew like coming into high school, it wouldn't be too hard, but I expected it to be like a challenge. But when I got into it, that was not like it's a breeze really. At first, like my first game, I was nervous. But then once it started like playing out and all that, it was pretty easy.
Okay, all right. So tell us about that first game. Did you have a big first game?
I think I went for like 170, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, something like that. But that's just something little, you know. That's just warming up to see how really like a little touch of high school football.
Okay, so as far as the speed and pace of the game, how did it feel to you? Did it feel similar, or did you feel like you were on another level, or?
Well, it was definitely more fast-paced than like youth football, but it wasn't that big of a difference.
So describe your experiences playing with IMG Academy this year so far.
It's pretty good. Traveling is very fun. We travel a lot. The team has a lot of energy, excitement, positive, very fun. To be real, it's kind of happy. I'm kind of happy I'm here because like at a regular high school, you gotta go through the whole team period. You gotta play both ways usually because you're the star of the team or whatever. But at IMG, you play that one position. It's like college, so you gotta focus on that position, know what you're doing, and just lock in at where you at.
So tell us why IMG.
That's just the best move, really. IMG, you can't say no to that. They got everything you need. They got treatment, things that like other high schools don't have.
So you have a little bit of claim to fame. It seems like athleticism is in your genes. You are the cousins with NFL wide receiver Sammy Watkins?
Yes, sir. This is, I don't know, it's just running the blood, I guess. Everybody with the Watkins last name just an athlete.
So what, you just went outside and went for a race one day and saw that you was fast, or what?
I'm going to tell you the actual story. I really didn't like football back when I was little. When I first started playing football, it was my cousin. Back when I used to play in the backyard and on the streets and the road with him. And like he used to rough me up and stuff. And I would be mad and I didn't like football. But then like once we started doing that every day, I got used to it and then it started turning fun. And my cousin was like, you should play football and all that. So my dad took me to play football. From then.
Okay, so your story isn't like, most people who come from a family who's athletic or has someone who's a professional, they're pretty much training their kids from the time they can walk. So your story's a little bit different, huh?
Well, you could kind of say that because I started doing sports at like 5 or 4, so really, it's the same thing, but I learned about football super early. So when I like first started playing, that's when I started liking it really. So like at around 4, I played flag football, and then when I turned 5, I played real football.
Okay. Any other sports you play?
Basketball, run track. Well, I used to play baseball, but I don't really like it like that. And I played soccer too, from like 7 to 12.
Okay. All right. My son plays soccer. He's all into it. So were you good at any of those other sports, or?
If I wanted to be 100% honest, because obviously I'm gonna say I'm good at every sport, but if I want to be really honest, soccer is like probably my second best favorite sport, and like that I was good at.
Okay. So let me guess, you were a striker.
I played everything: striker, goalie, defense, forwards.
Okay, so football became your passion. You found out football was it, and you got into youth leagues.
Well, I knew that since I was little that football was it. It's just I wanted to taste other sports and see how fun that was, and if I enjoyed that. Basketball I really don't like. I'm pretty decent at basketball too, but I really don't like it. So I just chose football really, because I could have chosen soccer too. I like soccer a lot. Like that's probably my favorite sport out of them all. But like in the long run, I feel like football is like better to me.
Right. I read somewhere in an article that you were out to show that you're the best in your class.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about that. Like, how'd that come up? Is this like a challenge to yourself, or?
Well, not really. I just got it as a goal because I know when those rankings come out, I really don't care about rankings. But I feel like I should be number one, and I'm always gonna feel like that, even without rankings or with rankings. So if in any article or whenever rankings do come out, I'm still gonna feel like I'm number one.
So what are you doing? So you wanting to be the best? Obviously, you gotta put in the work.
Yes, sir.
So for everybody at home that does the, we always see the glory part of what you guys do. When you guys hit the field and you just play. But talk a little bit about your training regimen, like, as far as what you have to do to prepare yourself to be that number one receiver.
Well, you want me to explain a day, like a day of my training, because I train a lot in the day.
Oh yeah.
So in the morning I wake up at like 6, go to my trainer J-Mac. He's like more of an inside, work on the small muscles, like balance and stuff. Then I transition from that from like 11 to like 1, sometimes 2, because he tries to make sure I get it down right. To my receiver trainer, Edward Gant. He used to play for the Tampa Bay Bucks and Cardinals. I work with him. He works on all my drills outside and stuff. And then after that, I go to the weight room because I live in a gated community. So when I get home, I just go to the weight room and just lift. So after I'm done lifting, I just chill after that, eat, and go to sleep.
I can imagine. This is something that you don't feel like doing every day when you get up, do you?
Well, in my city, it's a lot of things to do, but everything's around drama. So the things that I do like training and stuff, I like enjoy it. I make it fun. Like when I train, I like to make jokes and stuff to make it fun because there really ain't anything else to do.
Okay, good. So speaking of that, so do you feel like you are, Charles? Charles Barkley is, right?
Yes, sir.
He had a commercial that he did back in the day. It's called "I Am Not a Role Model."
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel? I don't want to use the word obligated, but do you feel like you're an example to the youth in your city?
You can say that because they look up to me and what I do and all the things I do. So you can say that. Or it depends what they consider a role model. But I do have like kids that say they like they see what I do. They want to be like what I do. They follow my steps and stuff.
So aspirations outside of football, could you see yourself maybe like doing other things in your community to help your community, or something other than football one day?
I do want to do what LeBron did, like build a school or something like that, because that would be great, having school for kids that need like help, buy their computers and stuff like that, clothes.
Talk a little bit more about that. Where did this idea come? Obviously LeBron, but how did you connect with that idea?
Well, he kind of basically inspired me to see, because I seen that he did it, and the way he's doing it is great. Teaching the kids, learning, going to school, making sure they get their grades right and stuff. So I feel like I should inspire them not just in sports, but regular school and their real life. So because football isn't your life, it's part of your life.
That's good. So is this your guys' first trip of the season?
Yes, sir.
So this is your first time really traveling.
Yeah, because our first game, like our preseason game, was in the States. So this is like my first time traveling out of the state, airplane.
All right, so you guys got a big matchup here in Columbus, Bishop Sycamore. What are you guys? How are you prepping? How are you guys prepping to play this game? Because this is obviously a very big one.
Well, to people they think it's a very big one, but we feel like this is gonna be a blowout. So we prepared, but we're not really worried about that. We got a season, so this is just one step of the season to make it to that national championship. So to be honest, it's really not a big game. It's just a game to get to where we're trying to go.
So you guys' first game on nationally televised on ESPN is going to be a blowout.
Of course, every game we're going to play is going to be a blowout. TV, no cameras, practice, all that.
All right. So how many hours, if you had to say, how many hours of preparation have you guys put in so far since you've been here?
Well, we work day in, day out. Even when we don't have practice, we go out and train ourselves. So I really can't even estimate the time amount. I just know we train a lot though, no matter what.
All right. So if you had to give us a prediction then for tomorrow, give me a prediction of the score, and give me a prediction of maybe the kind of stats that you see yourself putting up.
All right, for the score first, I feel like it's gonna be like 50-something, 60-something, 0. I don't think they scoring on our defense, and I don't think they stopping our offense. We got the best OC, best defensive coordinator, so I feel like it's gonna be 56-0. For stats, I'm trying to get in there at least once or twice, go for 100. something like that around there.
That'd be an ideal game, huh?
Yeah, that's something that realistic, because I could say some crazy stuff like 200 yards. I hope for 200 yards, but I'm gonna start off with something simple until the game starts to see.
Okay. All right. I gotta ask you this one to close out, I guess, because most people would think that your favorite wide receiver or one of your favorite players would be your cousin.
Yeah.
But when we walked in here, you gave us another name. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, my favorite receiver, Julio Jones, and I don't got no reason for it not to be. He just, ever since, like when I first watched football, when I watched the Falcons and I just seen Julio Jones, the way he run his routes, catch the ball, he really just an all-around receiver. So I just stuck with him, and now wherever he go, that's what I like. Kind of like LeBron. He's the LeBron of football to me.
And what do you think, Sammy? Have you had conversations with him about this?
He don't know that's Julio my favorite receiver, but he up there somewhere, but he not Julio though. You know, I don't feel like he my Julio type favorite.
He's got time though. He's got time.
Yeah, he got time.
All right. Thank you, Winston.
No problem.
All right.